That makes sense. You can't have more than one executable run during your job. So if your job does do more than one thing, then just write a wrapper script like hello.sh, which in turn does all the things that your job must do. But in this case, our job really just does one thing, so it's fine just to have the executable as hello.sh. You'll then define any arguments that your script must take. And in this case, the argument will be a special variable called process. Okay, and this is not a variable that you define, it's just a variable that htcondor knows about. And so when htcondor runs your job, this variable process will be different for each one of your jobs that runs. So if you're running 100 jobs, then for the first job, this variable process will have the value 0, for the second it will have the value 1, and for the 100th it will have the value 99. Okay, and then you need to define where your outputs will go, and by that I mean where the standard error will go, and we'll call that a file that's error.process. Your normal output and where that's going to go, and we'll call that out.process. And then finally a log file which has some details about how your job does through the course of its execution. And this is again very similar to how the Palmetto behaves. It produces two files, an error file and an output file. In addition, htcondor will also produce for you a log file that has lots of information about your job.
Was that like qstat.xf? You run that to see the stats before?
There is actually a qstat.xf in addition to this, but this is a log file, and we'll see how it looks like. And it will tell you something like where did it execute, and how much time did it take, and what resources did it use. So things like that. And then finally, you have to define how many of these jobs you want to run. And in htcondor, it's really simple. So if you want to run 10 jobs, you just say q10. All right. Does everyone have that noted down? Do you want me to wait a few minutes? Okay. Yeah, sure. Let me just save. Is this file okay? All right.
Is there a reason executable is capitalized, everything else is?
I don't know. I think it's just the way. I don't even know if it's case sensitive.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to find out. Anyway, I saved that, and here's what hello.sh looks like. That's hash !/bin/bash, and then hello world, I am job number $1. Can I help? Okay, and now remember that you're logged in to the OSG login server, and the way you submit jobs and the way you create jobs is a bit different from the way you would do it from the Palmetto, and I'm hoping that we can see that a little later today. But anyway, once you're logged into the OSG server, all you have to do is say condor submit followed by the name of your submit script.
So we said we're running it 10 times, but we didn't tell it what the 10 numbers are, or?
Let me go through what's going to happen. There are no 10 numbers. The only way each one of our jobs knows to do something different is because this word arguments, that decides what arguments are going to be supplied to your executable. And by that I mean, when you run your executable like this, hello.sh 10, the executable is hello.sh, but 10 is an argument.
Right.
And so each one of our jobs will actually receive a different argument because we've defined the argument to be $process. And $process has a different value for each one of our jobs.
Sort of like our job ID.
Exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and say condor submit. Hello.submit. Did everyone else get that line?
No, I got 10 jobs submitted plus their net time.
You got the warning? I'm not sure where it is. Let's see what happens. But anyway.
It's the naming of the output.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, thank you. All right. Let's see what happens. Anyway, to see the status of your job, you want to use the condor q command followed by your username. And I guess I only have one job left, which means I should have a bunch of stuff here. Okay, all right. Did everyone's jobs finish?
I only have log files.
You only have log
Or
files?
no, well, yeah, I only have log files.
Okay, is anyone else seeing error and output files as well? You have output files? Okay. Okay, who's seeing what here? Let's sorry, this side. This is actually an old job. Let me just remove it.
Oh, I guess mine are still.
Condor.
They're idle.
Yeah. Okay.
That might be why.
Okay. So mine are done, and maybe this was a really crappy example. So let me go ahead and remove all these guys and walk through this again. Alright. And this time what I'll do is I'll sleep for a while. So I'll say, sorry. Let's say I'll sleep for 10 seconds here so that we have some time to look at what happens to our jobs. Alright. So condor submit hello.submit. Alright. I forgot to fix this. But anyway, it says 10 jobs submitted to some cluster. And you can say condor q, username. And this is like a qstat on the Palmetto, except OSG comes with a neat little tool called watch. And so you can say watch every 2 seconds this command. And what that does is it just runs this command every 2 seconds and prints for you the output. And so you don't have to keep hitting condor q, your username, over and over again. So you can just say watch and it will just show you the output. Alright.